These are trying times for medical workers on the front lines of this crisis. There to help them through are the chaplains, priests who confront this pandemic to make sure the healthcare heroes are spiritually supported. Here with us is one of those chaplains, Father Radu Titonia from Long Island Jewish Medical Center in Forest Hills. Father, can you describe for us what your day-to-day activities are like now? Tell us about your work during the crisis.
Is this time of crisis, I think the most important thing for a chaplain is to go and to support the staff, for sure. I think it shifted a little bit for me. Before I was focusing the first priority or the patients. Right now, I think the first priority is still the patients, but at the same level, I think is the staff and supporting the staff of my hospital, because they are really going through a tough time. They come together all, they working, they are, like you said, very much heroes, I would say superheroes. And they from the nurses to the PCA to the doctors to the administration, everybody comes together just to come to this crisis and just try to, in the battlefield to try to do something good for our patients that comes here to our hospital. And we have a lot of patients.
Yeah, and you're still bringing God and the faith to people who are exhausted by caring for the sick. How is it all affecting you?
Absolutely. Well, it definitely affects me. Just having a good support system. I have my colleagues, priest, and even the bishop. Actually, I was very pleased that last Sunday, Bishop Nicholas Di Marzio called me, and he asked me if there's anything that he can do to help us in the crisis, and just assure us of his prayers and things like that, which meant a lot, I think, for each of us chaplains in the hospital, because we can see that we are supported. The vicar, Bishop Chapetto, also, wanted us to get the support that we need in this crisis, so that we know we are not alone, and we can continue to do the work in the front line and try to support our staff in order for them to give the best care they can to the patient, and hopefully majority of those patients will be healed.
Yeah, this crisis is unlike anything we've experienced before in our lives. What are you saying to the medical professionals under your spiritual care?
Well, the medical professional, I always emphasize that we don't know exactly how, we don't know exactly when this will stop, but what we know through our faith is that God is in control somehow, to the situation. And definitely he needs us. He wants us to be his hands of healing in this very moment.
Absolutely. And as someone who's also on the front lines, what do you want to say to the people at home about this pandemic?
Mainly just stay at home, keep a social distance, follow definitely the masses that we have online and all the services that we have online. I think it's a great tool in this very moment of crisis. And even if it's we are apart when it comes to our bodies, we definitely in communion when it comes to our spirit. And you can feel the prayers. You can feel the prayers of thousands and thousands of people, hundreds of thousands. They are praying around New York for us to be strong, and for the front line to keep on doing the good work that they do already. So coming back to the people at home, just to stay at home as much as possible, to pray hard, and also to not lose the belief, because I think, like I said, God is in control somehow. We might not know how, we might not have a rational explanation, but definitely our faith is telling that he's in control, and he will pull us through this, but we have to be together and we have to keep together.
All right, Father Radu Titonia, hospital chaplain at Long Island Jewish Medical Center, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for the interview, and may God bless us all and keep us as safe as possible. And just keep up with the good work, please, okay?
If you're watching Currents News on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button and then click on the bell to get instant updates about all of our newest content, because we are putting your faith in the news.